this is me Summera Irfan. Today we will learn about articles. I hope you will enjoy the lesson and you will learn the new ways to use the articles in your daily conversation. What are articles in grammar? English has 3 articles: a, an, and the. Articles come before a noun to know whether it refers to something specific or not. Specific means anything particular. We have 2 types of articles: definite articles and indefinite articles. Article the comes in the list of definite articles as it shows uniqueness and specific things. Article a and n comes in the indefinite articles. It doesn't show any uniqueness or specific thing. Instead, it shows the thing is being said in general. Now we will learn how and where to use article and. For this thing, you need to keep 4 points in your mind. First is that if the noun starts with a vowel sound, that is A, E, I, O, U, and comes before the noun. For example, an orange. Orange is starting with the vowel. That's why we have used an. Second point, an is used in front of singular countable noun which are not specific. Singular means one, countable means the things you can count. An is used in front of singular countable nouns. Take example, an egg. We have one egg, that's why we have used an egg. But if we have many eggs, we cannot write an eggs. Third point, we don't use an before uncountable or plural nouns. For example, water, love, air, these things we cannot count. That's why we will not put an before these words. Now the fourth and the most important point, if the noun makes the sound of vowel, and is used. For example, an honorable man, an R. You can see the word honorable is starting with H, and H is a consonant. So why do we use an here? The reason is that because when we pronounce honorable, it's making the sound of vowel. See, honorable. O is O sound. That's why we are using an here for honorable. Take another example, an R. Again, it's starting with H, that is consonant, but we have used an. The reason is that when we pronounce R, we are making the sound of vowel. That's why we have used an. Now we will talk about article a. If the noun starts with a consonant sound, that is not vowel, a comes before the noun. For example, a table. As you know, table is starting with T. T is a consonant. That's why we have used a. A is used in front of singular countable nouns, which are not specific. Always keep in mind, we use a for the singular things. For example, a chair. But if we have many chairs, we cannot say a chairs. Then it will be wrong. We don't use a before uncountable or plural nouns. For example, water, love, and air. We cannot say a water, a love. because these things we cannot count. If the noun starts with a vowel but make the sound of a consonant, we will use a. For example, a university. You can see university is starting with a U, that is vowel. Then N must be used. But no, if the word is making the sound of consonant, then we will use a. When we pronounce university, ya sound is there, and that is a consonant sound. That's why we have used a. Now we will identify the errors for the more understanding. Number 1 is an umbrella. Is it correct or wrong? It's correct because it's starting with U. That's why we have used an. Now we will see the next word, that is a bat. Okay, B is a consonant. That's why we have used a. And another point, it's also making the sound of consonant. So it's correct as well. Third word is an car. We can see car is starting with a consonant. So why n is used? So it means it is incorrect because C is a consonant, and when we have a consonant we use a. An air. As we have discussed already, with the uncountable things we do not use a or an. So this is incorrect. Now we can see we have an doctor. It is incorrect. As you can see, it's starting with D. D is a consonant, so it must be a doctor. Now we have a happiness. Again wrong. As you know, happiness nobody can count. We cannot say I have one happiness, two happiness. So happiness nobody can count. So for the uncountable things we cannot use a or an. Now we have an easy question. An easy question. It's starting with E. E is a vowel, so N is correct. Now we can see it's an apple. Again it's correct because it's starting with a vowel sound. Orange. No, it's wrong. As you can see, orange is starting with O, and O is a vowel. So we have to use N, not A. I hope now you all have understood how and where to use article a and an. Now we will talk about article the. We use the in front of all nouns. It doesn't matter whether the nouns are singular, plural, countable or uncountable, to describe someone or something specific or unique. For example, the moon, the sun, the air, the north, the south, the earth. We use the for the specific or particular things. For more clear understanding, take this example. Number 1. The man in the gray suit is my boss. We have used the because we are talking about a particular man. We are not talking about any man. We are talking about a particular man. Number 2. Can you open the door? Again, we are talking about a particular door, not any door. And the door must be in front of the person. Number 3. The purse I bought yesterday is green in color. We have used the because we are talking about the particular purse, not about any purse. We are talking about the particular purse that I have bought yesterday. Number 4. Sarah's bag is on the chair. Again, we are pointing out about a particular chair. We are not talking about any chair. About a Pacific chair we are talking about. Number 5. Sun rises in the east. Always remember, when we talk about directions, we use the word article the. Now we will talk about when to use no article. Number 1. Before the name of people. Always remember, before the name of any person, we are not gonna put any article. For example, John is playing football. Number 2. To talk about sports and game. Before the names of sports or game, we don't have to put any article. Let's go and play football. Number 3. Before the name of countries. Number 4. Before the name of a language. For example, we are learning English. Number 5. Before the names of mountains, lakes and islands. For example, she lives near Lake Windermere. Number 6. Before the names of meal. They have invited some friends to dinner. We will not say they have invited some friends to a dinner. Before the names of meals like lunch, dinner, breakfast, we don't have to add any article. Number 7. Before noun plus number. If the number is a noun, we don't have to put any article. For example, the laboratory is in room number 6 on the 3rd floor. I hope you understand and enjoyed the video. Thank you.